Hello Zane Gang, today we will be going over the fastest way to get all three of your other characters to level 50 from a solo perspective. Alright, I have made this video before, but it was a little bit confusing because I just talked through everything rather than showing you. So I'm going to show you, and I have a lot more detail to it to help you understand on why you're going to do this method. So this method uses a split screener, so it's mostly for console gameplay. Some people have used two PCs to do the same thing, they have told me. Now, for a split screener, you're going to need two controllers for whatever console you're playing on, and you're going to need two different profiles. That's what people had a really hard time understanding before. These are two different profiles. Now you're going to level up the second profile. So you're going to log into another profile on the second controller. You're going to press A to join. You're going to join with that character. You're going to start a level 1 because you probably don't have a character here yet. I suggest doing a siren just because it makes this killing easier. Now once your level 1 other account is in here, that's when you start leveling up. You're going to go kill the things you want to get the experience, which I'm doing Billy's right here because that's what is the fastest experience farm, which we'll be going over in a minute. So you just kill them with the split screener in your game. Isn't too bad. This is in the Amber Mire, by the way. Went to level 2 right off the bat. Oh no, that was level 7 actually. Went to level 7 right off the bat. And then you just save and quit and you run through it again. That is how you level up your split screener. Now I'm going to go over why you level up your split screener. So what you're going to do, you're going to level up your split screener. You're going to go start the next campaign with a different character. So if you started as Amara, you're going to start the campaign with your Moes at level 1 and the level 50 split screener. You're going to deck out the split screener in whatever gear you want to make the game faster. I enjoy infinity pistols. And then you're going to use the split screener to speedrun through the game on your Moes. Now the reason you're doing this is because you're going to complete the normal mode with the split screener and with your Moes. Now after you finish the normal mode, after speedrunning it, your Moes is probably going to be around level 20. And your split screener will still be at 50. Now, you're going to reverse level up. You're going to use your split screener to do the same farm you did to level your split screener up. So, whatever farm you decided to do, you're going to do reversed. You're going to use your split screener to level up your main to level 50. Make sure you have mayhem mode on to keep the levels at 50. Now after you leveled up your main, which is Moes in this scenario, you could do any character you wanted. You can simply just switch it out and you can go start another character at level 1 on your main. You could go start your Zane or your Flak at level 1 and level them straight up to 50. You don't have to go through the normal mode again yet. You can use your split screener to level up your main again to level 50 for the last 2 times. And there you go, you have all 3 characters at level 50. Now you are going to have to run through the game on your other characters again. In this scenario, it would be Flak and Zane that are left. You're going to have to speedrun the game on them to finish normal mode again. But you can do this solo, you don't need your split screener anymore. Just deck them out, and it shouldn't be too bad. Now here's another thing I need to note. To be able to level up the split screener faster, you're going to want the game on coopetition. That makes it so the enemies stay around your level for both characters. When speedrunning through the game, you're going to want it on cooperation because it'll make the enemies lower level. Alright, now I will show you the location of the Billies. It is on Eden 6, the Amber Mire, and you're going to come to the Rogue's Hollow checkpoint. Sometimes when you click this, for some reason, it spawns you at the beginning. Just go into your menu and spawn there again, and it should bring you there. Now, when you are at Rogue's Hollow, you just have to jump out this window. Tally-ho. The Billies are actually right there, but you're going to want to set a closer fast travel station. The closer fast travel station is right there from where I come from. Just go and get the checkpoint quick, and then start your farming. Alright, so here is all of our stats from our XP grinding we tested out. This is with the split screener with us. We looked at my screen. We didn't look at his screen, which would make it so we actually got less than he did in this scenario, but we're going to go off the XP that I got. Well, we got 35,784 XP from Tyreen. We got the same amount from Troy, 35,784. From Agonizer, we got 35,764, so 20 less. From Grave Ward, we got 34,122, so we got less than Agonizer. On the Billies, we got 31,856 from all 4 kills. Well, from killing all 4 of them, I mean. Warden, we got 14,786. Trant, we got 8,500. Gigamind, we got 8,350. I also tested Proving Ground, the Precipice Anchor, and I got, I think, less than 10 grand from running through the whole thing, which was kind of crap. I tested Slaughter Shaft, and in the first wave, I think I got around 10 grand, but it took like 5 minutes or something, so it just wasn't worth it. Maybe the later rounds it would be faster, but I still don't think it would amount to this amount of experience from these other sources. From our Agonizer, well, we only farmed 2 of these alternatives for experience because the other ones didn't seem like they were worth it. So for Agonizer, we killed him 10 times with the split screener in our game, which makes it so he has more health and it makes it a little bit tougher. And it took us about 20 minutes to get 10 kills. A lot of them were bad rolls, but that's roughly what it is. For the Billies, it took us about 16 minutes to get 10 kills. So we killed them faster, kind of. We got experience faster in the long run. I got the numbers next to the parentheses. Those numbers are what it would be in about an hour. So if you farmed Agonizer for an hour with the split screener, you would on average, or I would on average, get around 1.1 million almost. If I were to farm the Billies for an hour, I would yield almost 1.3 million experience. Now it's a little bit off because I had 16 minutes, but I bet I could get around 40 kills in an hour. I think there's some bad rolls there. This is also with my terrible load times. I probably have the worst load times out of everybody here because I still have the oldest Xbox One in existence. Now, some people can farm Grave Ward really fast, faster than I can. Even with my Flak and Mows, I just feel like it doesn't amount to the amount of time Agonizer takes or the Billies. If you were a faster Grave Ward killer, time yourself and maybe you could tell which one is more efficient in the long run. Tyreen and Troy just simply aren't worth killing if you're not exploiting anyways, just because they're really tanky and their immune states really slow down your times. There's no way you would get 10 kills in 20 minutes. Trant and Gigamind, you could probably get around 10 kills in 15 minutes, I'd presume, or I could anyways, but their XP just doesn't amount to make it worth it. Same with Warden. Warden, I could probably get 10 kills in around 15 minutes, but his XP just doesn't amount to be able to keep up with the other bosses. So after reviewing all of this, from my personal experience, the 2 best farms for me to do are the Billies and the Agonizer to get my split screener to level up. The Billies are the fastest method. That was with Amara too, which, I mean, it makes it a little bit easier. But I did Agonizer with Zane, which is about the easiest one to kill with. So with these 2 being said, I have 2 choices. I can farm the Billies just to get the experience done fast as possible, or I can farm Agonizer and do the experience more passively because I'm getting legendaries at the same time. Now, when I did the Agonizer kills, I did look at every legendary. Same with the Billies, they just didn't drop as much. So farming these Billies, you're not going to hardly get any legendaries. Farming the Agonizer, you will. So it's all up to what you want to do. Do you just want to get it done and over with? Farm the Billies. Do you want to get some legendary farms while you're along the way? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone? You farm Agonizer. I would like to reference again that this is without exploiting the game. With exploiting the game, you could definitely level up way faster because in offline mode currently, you get 9 times experience. I expect that to be patched one day, so I would like this method to be used after this is patched still. You could also use some damage exploits to kill some bosses and run through Slaughter Shaft a lot quicker, but I just simply do not exploit, and I'm doing this from a solo perspective without exploiting. Now, from my calculating of my previous leveling up video, I came out to seeing about 3.5 million XP is about what it takes to get from level 1 to level 50. Now, if you calculate that out, it's about 3 hours of the Billies or 3.5 hours of the Agonizer. Alright, here we are. We're getting into the end of this video. I'm going to show you why this method is important, why you should even do it, because it's kind of confusing. I know it seems like you're wasting time, but let's go over it. Now, we got the 2 methods that you could run. Now, this is for solo player. You could have friends running through the campaign and it'd be a little bit different. But if you're a solo player that doesn't like relying on people, this is your method that you should be doing. So, with method 1, you're going to play normally. You're not going to be doing what I'm doing. You're going to be running through the game. You're going to start at level 1. You're going to go through the game normally, enjoy it. That's fine. If you enjoy doing that, go right ahead. I don't care. I'm just trying to help you be a little bit more efficient. So you're going to go through the game normally. You're going to go from like around 1 to 32 towards the end. Now, some dude told me he did this in about 12 hours. And I'm going to believe him. I think 12 hours is hard because the game's going to get really tough at the end of the game because everything's going to be such a higher level. It's going to be tough, but if you did it really fast, you do it in about 12 hours. So I'm going to give you that benefit of the doubt. I'm going to also give you the benefit of the doubt that you can get to level 50 in 4 hours. I don't expect that to be the case, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. If you were a really fast player, 16 hours from level 1 to 50 through a normal playthrough is probably possible. It's going to be tough, but it's possible. Now, you take that times 3 because you have 3 more characters to do, correct? So you have 48 hours of game time to get to level 50. And all 48 of those hours are technically wasted hours because you're just running through the game. You are not getting anything out of it. That is what I mean by wasted. Now, in method 2, you're going to be using the split screener that I explained. It will take you about 3.5 hours to get to level 50. That's through farming Agonizer, which is what I recommend because you'll be getting legendaries passively. It will take you about 8 hours to run through the game. That was my speed run, and that wasn't even the fastest. That was pretty casual speed run. I took a few breaks to go eat, to drink some stuff. You know, I had some breaks, but it was around 8 hours of a casual run through the game. Now, that came out to be the 3.5 hours to get to 50 plus the 8 hours to run through the game will come out to be 11.5 hours to get a level 50 character through normal. Now you times that by 3 because you have 3 characters to run through the game. You don't have 4. You'd think maybe you'd have 4 because you're counting the split screener, but remember, you're running through the game with the split screener and your main, so you only have to do it 3 times. Now you add another 3.5 hours onto that because you have to level up the split screener. So that equals to be about 38 hours, which is 10 hours less than method 1. But to add on to that, you only have 24 hours of wasted time because you had to go through the game 3 times at about 8 hours each time, which makes it so 24 of those hours are wasted, not spent farming legendaries. The other 14 hours are spent farming legendaries. So this is why the method is more efficient in the long run, because you're having 48 hours wasted on method 1 where you got nothing out of it. On method 2, you have 24 hours wasted that you're getting nothing out of it. There you guys go. That is all the information I have gathered from playing throughout my days for experience. This video took a really long time, so if you wouldn't mind, please hit me with a thumbs up if it helped you out at all. Leave me a comment about what you think about it. If you have not yet, subscribe to the Zane Gang, and I'll see you in the next one.